Hey trainers, it is Alakaham here to bring you some more Pokemon video magic. And I am so sick of the Remix Cup. I am having very bad luck with the Remix Cup. But something that I did that changed my odds a little bit was I went to PvPoke and I just said, what Pokemon are the top ranked? Can I group them together? Can I just use the Pokemon that I have that are closest to the top ranks and see if clustering them together actually works. So that was my experiment. It's actually not a very synergistic team. In normal circumstances, I would not put together things like Registeel and Bastiodon. But hey, I was kind of losing a lot of matches in a row anyway, so I went for broke and I thought, that's fine. I'll just use all of the things that I have that are closest to the top of that list. So that's what's going on in these sets. In the first set, we hit a Ferrothorn right off the bat. That is exactly what you want to see when you have Registeel, is you want to come up against a Steel type. I definitely didn't want to get hit with a Poison type attack there after I switched to Altaria, but Dragon Breath is more or less going to be able to take it out. Unfortunately, they did get shield advantage there, even though I maintained switch advantage. I can go ahead and let the Altaria go. I decided that I would build up to a Dragon Pulse here, just to see if I could either get a shield or maybe do a little more damage. That was probably a bad idea. Should have just gone for the Sky attacks there, but that's fine. We come back to Registeel, and we've got a Focus Blast ready to go. This is a pretty big attack. Do they let it through? They do not. Swapped right into Darmanitan. Perfect for us because Bastiodon does enormous damage with that Smackdown move against pretty much anything that's fire or flying. So then we had our Flamethrower built up, and Ferrothorn does not want to see fire-type attacks either. So that first match went pretty well. I thought, this is nice. Maybe it's kind of lucky. I don't know. But I just kept going because, if it ain't broke. So I didn't try and fix it. I just kept running with the same thing. So Registeel on the lead, and this time we hit, I think that's a shiny Mew. All of this is very tiny because I'm recording on my phone. But isn't that cool? Not very many people have unlocked the shiny Mew yet. I'm still working on mine. It is a shiny Mew, yeah. So that's pretty cool to see. This Focus Blast is going to be resisted, but even a resisted Focus Blast does a lot of damage, so that's not bad. We did get a shield. That Flame Charge is going to be a problem, though, because it strengthens the Mew's attack each time. But they swapped into their own Cotton Wing fluffy thing, which is pretty great for us because we have energy advantage. So I let the Sky attack through. I let the Altaria go down because I wanted to start building energy on Bastiodon. Those Smackdowns are going to knock that Cotton Bird right out of the sky, and there is nothing that Altaria can throw at Bastiodon that is going to make much of a difference. Hopefully they just threw that Mew back out there. Is that what happened? Nope, it was a Machamp. So that's okay. I could just hop over to Registeel, and we had a Focus Blast ready to go. Take that Machamp right down, and we still have a shield. So we can go ahead and protect our Bastiodon because I didn't know if maybe they had a secondary charge move that we didn't know about. But now we're pretty vulnerable, so hopefully this isn't like Surf. It was Grass Knot. Grass Knot is, bad for rock types in general, but Bastiodon's pretty tanky, so we were able to survive and then finished off that shiny Mew there. So a lot of good, all that shininess did them. No, it is cool to have the shiny Mew. I'm excited to get mine. It's going to be a little while longer. Can't find any dragon types in the wild, so that's been rough. This is another positive lead. If you are going to come across a fairy, you definitely want a steel type to go up against it. I wish I had Flash Cannon as a secondary charge move here. To be honest, my Registeel is just mediocre because it just has the one charge move, but that's fine. Focus Blast would do a lot of neutral energy. And, okay, so they made a swap, and we kind of cut over to Altaria. What are we fighting here? Oh, it's that secondary lizard thing between Trico and Sceptile. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares about it. It doesn't do all that much damage. Not a good player. Very irrelevant in the meta, especially as compared to other better grass-type Pokemon like Venusaur or Sceptile itself. Even Ivysaur, right? Now we've got things like Serperior that are pretty common. Okay, they swap into Hypno, and I decided this is a good place to start chipping away health with my Registeel. I love Hypno, by the way. It's one of my favorite Pokemon in terms of design, but also in terms of gameplay. It's really great, but unless it has Fire Punch, which that one does, then it normally doesn't do all that much damage to Registeel, but I guess this one was sort of prepared. That's okay, you can see how much damage we're doing with Focus Blasts. I'm going to hang on to that shield for all it is worth, give the shield to Bastiodon. We're just going to use those smackdowns to finish off the Hypno and build up energy. Now is not the okay, well, alright. Okay, Ham, you used a shield when you didn't need to. Maybe I was afraid it was Focus Blast or something, I don't know. I lost my nerve. Also, it's unlikely that this Wigglytuff is going to get to multiple charge moves by the time that we farm it down, so maybe I was thinking, you know, I have the shields, I might as well use them. I don't know. Could have gone for sort of a flex there, but I guess I decided not to. Hey, when you're on a losing streak, you play things a little bit more safely when you're trying to come out of it, right? So better safe than sorry. But again, that one went a little bit better. I was happy with the direction that this set was going. Come in again with Registeel in the lead, this time against Charizard. Not what you want to see. Steel versus Fire is not what you want to see. They stayed in the match, probably because they have Dragon Claw, yeah, which chips a lot of damage from the Altaria. And then they come in with something. I am squinting at my tiny screen. It is another Hypno. They are probably looking to throw some Thunder Punches at us, which do quite a bit of damage. But I did get both shields, so I'm fairly happy about that. Come back in with the Registeel, and they just have Thunder Punch, yeah. So it's, you know, it's neutral damage, but it's not all that much neutral damage. And then they come in with Shadow Ball. That's a little more neutral damage, but Registeel is so tanky. Registeel can just swallow a bunch of damage while fighting that little psychic Aardvark. Is it an Aardvark? What is it? Something with a long nose? Kind of an elephant? I don't know. Are all of these based on animals? It's hard to say. Alright, so Bastiodon would have been really good against their flyer up front, but unfortunately we got stuck with a Machamp, and Machamp is going to do a lot of damage. Can we farm down? Shielded that cross chop. Can we do it? Nope, don't quite get to it. And they farmed down the Registeel. So, yeah. They had two Pokemon that were just monstrous against Registeel, and I got myself locked into something that I didn't need to be locked into there, so not great. Again, not a great lead here. Machamp is not what you want to see when you're running Registeel, especially not Shadow Machamp. Altaria is going to be pretty good with the fast moves here, but I had to shield that because I did not want to get hit with a Shadow Rock Slide that would have completely destroyed my Altaria. I went for the big move because they swapped into their own Altaria. I figured they were just using the smaller move there, yeah. So that's fine. Come in with Bastiodon. We're just going to farm down. Again, Bastiodon is not threatened by Altaria, like, at all, no matter what move gets thrown at it. And then we build up some energy for when they presumably bring back that Shadow Machamp. Yeah, so we get the last shield, and then we switch, and now we have energy built up on our Registeel. So, bam, takes out the Machamp. Here's another thing that you like to see. We've got the Alolan Ninetales here, very common in this Remix Cup meta, but it's going to struggle against Steel types, and even though Focus Blast isn't going to be super effective or anything, it's going to do a lot of damage. They're going to have to throw their energy to finish off the Registeel, which is exactly what I want, and we can come in with our little rock-type berserker thing here, old wall face, and old stone face, as Leslie Knope likes to call it, and just farm down. So winning the 4 out of 5, that was really nice. It was a good turn from how things had been going, and even though the Remix Cup has been frustrating, it has been kind of frustrating in fun ways when it inspires me to think about new strategies. Using those Pokemon from the top of the PvPoke list didn't consistently work out all the time, but it was definitely fun to run with them, at least for that set, and to kind of see how that worked out. I hope you are having a better time with the Remix Cup than me. You can let me know in the comments if you have any tips or strategies that you think I should use or feature in a video, and I will talk to you next time, trainers.